Hello and good morning. I've always wanted an opportunity like this to share my thoughts and feelings about a topic. As you probably know already, our main topic is teenagers. So I've decided to go in the direction with my speech being the negative influences of being or becoming a teenager. When I say negative influences, I mean what and who drives you to do these negative things. Maybe it could come from yourself, friends, or family. Now, the main three influences nowadays are doing drugs and alcohol, breaking the law, and premarital intercourse. Each teenager has a different reason why they do it, but still, I wonder why. Why do this? Why do that? Why would you stick a needle into your body full of drugs you know could kill you in the long run? Why would you steal that watch when you know you're going to go to jail for it? As I said before, the reason why is different for all teens. Maybe not having a very stable environment at home or what's happening in their own hallways of their school. That happens a lot at school. The temptation of doing drugs and trying to impress your friends when you're actually making a fool out of yourself, I believe. Well, for an example, let's say that there's a teenager and all she wants to do is impress her friends, and she'll do anything to get there. So let's say her friends dares her to smoke drugs, and she does it, and she has this bad reputation around school for the rest of her life she can never get rid of. And you also learn one thing. Those are truly not your friends because they would never put you in a harmful situation like that. Now, what's happening at home is totally different. Let's say that your parents want you to meet a standard and you can't reach it because you're not the best student. And you get reminded of that every single day. That can be hard on anybody. And let's go a little deeper and a little more emotional. Let's say your parents were influenced as kids and they take it out on you. I heard a story on a Dr. Phil story. And it was about this generation of influences. It started with a mother that passed it on to her daughter, that passed it on to her daughter. And it ended up with this mother that had a daughter. And so the influence was to hurt and rape their own child. And that's what she did. And when she wasn't, she was in a closet locked with no human in there, just her. And that happened for 6 years of her life until she was rescued by a neighbor that never heard anything of her. She spent, I didn't say this before, I'm sorry, but her name was Lauren. And it started when she was 2, and she was rescued when she was 8, and she was 25 pounds, and she was 3 feet tall. She spent 4 long months in the hospital trying to get her life back, and then spent 3 years getting psychological help. And then was adopted out to a family that was, all they did was take care of her and made her feel comfortable. But Lauren still had that pain, that somehow someone was going to hurt her. And to get rid of it, she went out and drank and did drugs and really did mess up her life more. Until one night she went out and she saw a girl, and that girl was her sister. This sister was the only one that cared. There was 5 of them. And I find it amazing how one person can talk you out of being in such a dark place. And that's exactly what her sister did. I've covered most of the negative influences and what they can do to you, but I haven't said what you yourself can do to stop and prevent them. A really easy thing to do is give someone a compliment. Make them feel good. For an example, let's say I tell someone their hair looks good today. That can really change the way that they look at each other and others. And being a role model. Now, being a role model doesn't happen overnight. Being yourself could be good for someone else, but you have to earn it and show them that your life is it's not about being perfect. It's about just showing them what's a little bit better than what they're in right now. I have a few more things before I end my speech. I would like to say the right way in life isn't always the easiest. Let's say that you're a really rich girl and then there's a really poor girl. And their ways in life isn't easy. It could be easy and really hard. But the right way is definitely different for everyone. And to end my speech, I'd like to say a quote that I got from Ebony Mickle. To the world, you may be one person. But to one person, you may be the world. Thank you.